going on, my people? I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Weapon H All-in-One Podcast. I'm your host, Herman Alston, aka Weapon H. For all of those who haven't yet, make sure you like, subscribe if you're new. And let's get into what today's topic. Today I wanted to kind of discuss the comment sections that you see on social media. It's typically, I'll look at a post, something I'm kind of interested in at times, even though I'm not on social media as much. I mean, I'll post, but I don't read as much stuff as often. But when I am, and when I do catch on to something, after the post, I tend to go right to the comments. And you will see some of the most hateful things said. I mean, it could be a incredibly positive post, and you will always find people that will have something negative to say about it. So that's getting me into the topic today. What is the purpose of times of just coming on and just being negative all the time? Is that a way to get attention? Is that your way? The only way, I guess, they say any attention is good attention, even though that's not necessarily true. But what goes through your mind to make you, the thing you want to do for the day is just go on social media and just be negative about almost every post you see? Like, I'll see some, especially celebrities post, and you'll see people saying stuff to them. Like, for instance, I'll just use Snoop. After him performing at the inauguration, you see all these people sell out this and this and that. Do you really? What is your purpose of that? Do you think it's going to affect him? Do you think he actually even sees it? Hell, I'm not a celebrity, and I don't see all. Sometimes I don't even see all of the comments that come my way, and I have nowhere near the following that he has. But what is your purpose of negative comments? If it's something that if it's something that someone did, you don't like them, or just unfollow them. Why are you stressing yourself out if that's what it truly is? Why is that triggering you so much? If someone posts something that I don't like, and it totally goes against what I've made, I guess, believe, because my beliefs are always open to judgment, because I have a belief, and if I see something new, I'll possibly change my belief. But if it's something that I just happen and does not agree totally, I just won't follow the person. I'm not going to get on there and sit up here and make a bunch of comments. For what? That's really a waste of my energy. If, in fact, you're being positive, if you're a positive person, that would be a waste of your energy. But if your point is to spread negativity, then have at it. And you will get a few people that you may get under their skin. So maybe is that it for the couple of people that you get under your skin? Is that why you make the negative post? Because you're not actually going to make the person who posted it feel any type of way, because chances are they probably didn't see it. And even if they did, typically they'll have a PR person or whoever, they have someone doing their page, and it'll go right by it. So what did you accomplish? Other than maybe pissing off a few other people that may follow this person. And if that's your goal, what is it? I mean, if that's your goal, what is the point to your existence in that case? Just to spread negative energy? It really mind boggles me at times, because, like I said, I'm not gonna waste my time and do all that. I have other things that I could be doing. It's something that I was taught a long time ago. And, it doesn't have to apply for everybody. But because sometimes I don't even follow it. But if you don't have something nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. And that motto can help you from, at least, well, let me put it, help me from doing it a lot more often than I probably would have. Because then I'm like, well, I start thinking about it. What would be the point? And you just see it so often. I mean, just go on a post. You can go on almost any post, especially if it's a popular post or someone that's popular. Just check out a post or two, click comment, and see the type of vitriol that's spewed out on a daily basis. It's one of the reasons I don't look at a lot of stuff on social media, because it's just too negative. And yet sometimes there are things in the world that goes on that's negative, and you know, can need to be discussed, but not 24/7 all the time. And sometimes the comments don't even make sense. Like, they'll make a comment on something that had based, like it was really based in nothing factual whatsoever. But for me, if you don't like a person, it's real easy to unfollow. If you don't like a post, it's easy to not read the post, not look at the post. So you sit back and you watch a post that, I guess, disgusts you, is abhorring to you. You just dislike it. But you just watch the whole post just so you can make a comment to tell that person who posted it, tell them about themselves, when they're not going to see it anyway. And even if they did, the more you post, you're just bringing popularity to their page. The biggest way to affect is just non-engagement. If enough people, all of these people who I see making those comments, if you don't engage or you don't even post or unfollow, maybe then they will notice something. They see they lost a lot of followers. And even if they don't change, now it's noticeable. If it's enough. But if it's just a few, when you got millions, I mean, that would hit more for somebody who's in the thousands or something. In that case, you may see a little bit more of an effect. But if they're in the millions and it's only a couple of thousand, it's not going to really do much. Because at the same time, for the few thousand that they lost, they probably going to gain 10,000 more because of what they put up there. And sure, it's all about you want to have certain type of people that follow you, certain type of people that comment, but that's just not the way it goes right now. So for those out there that tend to make those comments, and even if it's here and there, I would like to kind of hear what it is or why you make those type of comments. Because I would have, used myself but I don't get on there and make comments to people that I don't like. Because one, I typically don't follow them. And sometimes you may follow somebody thinking they were one way, and then you see a bunch of stuff and you're like, oh, absolutely not. And then I'll just unfollow. I'm not going to sit up there and write a bunch of messages to you, giving my energy to something that I just don't like. I mean, it sounds simple, but go inside. Just go inside. See a comment. See a post. Go inside the comments and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. No one wants to have any type of accountability. They're just going to spew out negativity. You could have could be a post about even a racist situation. And even that will be defended because they'll say, why is this person always bringing up about race? Well, it was a racist comment. It was a comment, it's a video about racism. Everything always had to be about race. Well, if it wasn't like that, then it probably wouldn't be posted as much. How do you have to say that where there's smoke, there's fire? So then you just go right down to the comment section. You either have negative or straight denial or delusional. They act like this stuff doesn't happen. So the comment section is a very interesting section on social media. Because then you get a feel for how a lot of the people in the country view things. And it's the hugest thing that I see, the biggest thing that I see is it perpetuates the separation. Someone to post men to go against women. Races go against races. Class go against class. You see different professions go against different professions. It's insane. I don't care what you really post about. Even if it's something that's sports, you'll see, for instance, I'm going to talk about the kid, Jalen Hurts, who, no matter what he does, he could have, in this Super Bowl, he had a great game. And the amount of negative comments still coming, because one, they didn't believe he can do it. And vast majority, a lot of the sports analysts, commentators, whatever the case may be, a lot of them said when he first came around, he, even afterwards, even up to this year, didn't think he could ever lead a team to a Super Bowl. Not only does he do it, he gets Super Bowl MVP. They blow out the champions from the last 2 years, the Kansas City Chiefs. And how many of them do you think backtracked or at least apologized or just even admitted man, maybe I was just wrong about the kid? Very few. Very, very few. And instead, a lot of them double down. And now they say, well, the team was just super good. Or they gave credit to everybody but him because they just don't like this kid for one reason or another. And then go down to the comments and you see a lot of the people in the comments will feel the same way. They'll make up every excuse in the book for why they don't like this kid when he just goes out here and just plays his game. He doesn't get negative attention. He just does what he's supposed to do. Now, if it was someone with negative attention, then you see comments flowing in. But this just goes to show that even when you don't have negative stuff outside, they're still going to make negative comments about you. So you damn if you do, damn if you don't. And then we're going to go to the other side of that equation with Patrick Mahomes, where now this kid has, since he's been in the NFL, he's been in the AFC Championship game every year, been to the Super Bowl, just about all of them. Now, all of a sudden, he's underrated. He's overrated, He's overrated. He's not really that good. And he's this, and he's that. And you see a lot, and you're like, man, that is mind-boggling. No, you don't have to believe what everybody else thinks. Okay. But the amount of negativity, because they're winning too much, and it becomes the hate of being great. So even when you do something good, you'll still see the comments to go back. It doesn't matter. You're going to see negative comments no matter what you do on social media. So it's just something that I wanted to get out there and just to kind of bring attention to it, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. And it affects you more than it does the person you're spewing this stuff against. Some people think they get off on that. They're like, oh yeah, no, I like it. It makes it. It's not. You think you might feel good, but then close that phone. And what kind of person are you? If you have the time, that's just all you do is get on and spread negative comments. You can't be a happy person. You can't be having an enjoyable life, because people that are happy tend to not have time or even want to spread negativity like that. So if you are one that does it, sit down with yourself, meditate with yourself, and just ask the question, why do I like to do that? And if you know somebody, and if you're able to speak to them, ask them. Just say, why does everything that come out your mouth have to be negative? What is it that's going on in your life that makes you negative towards everyone else? Ask those questions. And then maybe you'll change a few and get to the bottom of why they are the way they are. And maybe, just maybe, they'll start thinking before they say stuff, or reconsider some of the things that they say. Because you send out positive, you come back positive. You send out negativity, what do you think is going to come back at you? Mostly negative. So, I'd like to thank you guys for joining in again for another episode of Weapon H All-in-One Podcast. And like, subscribe if you're new, and take the information. If it resonates with you, use it in your daily life. Thank you guys, because there will be no podcast without you.